Good morning, tubers. Matt M. Roy back again. Oh, my mouth is very dry this morning. Back to you on February 1st, 2017. Can you believe it, guys? January is gone. I mean, it was just like a bolt of light. I mean, lightning, that's it. It went by so fast this year. Well, as you can see, I just recently woke up, so I'm having a really bad hair day at the moment. I have the clippers on charge. I'm going to try to get Dad to just buzz this off today because my hair is just getting unmanageable. But as you guys know, I need to have my first cup of coffee. I'm going to make myself something to eat, and we'll see what the rest of the day brings.
Right,
talk to you guys in a little bit.
A little bit too close up there. There we go. Man, my hair has not gotten any better today. No, I think it's going to stay like this, unfortunately. But Dad's going to go ahead and cut it later on for me. I'm heading out to the thrift store. I am about done with my first cup of coffee. So I'm a little bit more alert at the moment. Gotta tell you about something that I found out Baxter did last night, and I had no idea this happened because I had my door shut, the music on, and I was fast asleep. I took 2 diphenhydramines last night, and I was out like a light. So I woke up this morning. I went to bed around 1 a.m., woke up about 10:30 or so. So Dad's gone, and I see 2 notes that he wrote, just some information about a prescription I was waiting for to come in. Good information. So did that, started making some breakfast. I just had some brand muffins this morning because I'm cutting back. I want to eat a little light today. So I'm sitting down watching some TV, and he walks in and he's like, "Oh, man, I got to tell you about what your cat did last night." And I'm like, "Oh boy, what the heck did Baxter do?" Well, come to find out, around 5 o'clock this morning, he started his usual routine of bugging Mom because the door was shut, and he was terrible this morning, absolutely terrible. He was meowing at the door. He was scratching at it. He was doing anything and everything he could to wake up Mom and Dad. Now, Mom's kind of gotten on this kick where she's not going to feed into what he's doing. So basically, she just sat there. And then about a half an hour later, she heard a bang, like boom, and couldn't figure out what it was. She tried to wake Dad up. Dad didn't hear it because he has his sleep apnea mask on. And he's like, "Oh, I didn't hear anything. Go back to sleep." Mom's like, "I swear I heard something." So she goes down. So Dad goes downstairs around 6:30. Couldn't find anything wrong. And he goes back up and tells Mom that no, everything's fine. He didn't see anything. And she's like, no, I don't believe that. So I guess about half an hour later, so this is right around 7 a.m., Mom wakes up, goes downstairs, immediately sees the problem. Apparently, he got on top of the mantle right near where the TV is downstairs, and he knocked off one of my mother's candle sconces. Broke everywhere. It must have hit the marble at the bottom of the fireplace and just totally destroyed the candle. Thank God it didn't hurt the marble. But suffice to say, Mom is totally upset with this cat, and I absolutely don't blame her. We love him, but he is extremely destructive, and I really don't know what else to do about it. He wants attention so badly. I think he actually has what they call separation anxiety, like when we're asleep and we shut our doors, he can't get to us, so he gets nervous. He's a very protective cat, I've noticed that, and when he can't get to us and he can't be with us, he gets to be extremely destructive. And unfortunately, that's the route it took today, was being really destructive with one of Mom's candle sconces. So to add it up, he's broken that, and then of course when we had Cassie, she broke one of Mom's little pineapple hurricane lamps. So she is not very happy with this cat, and I'm really not sure what we're gonna do. She has an idea that we may just need to put him in a cage at night, which I really don't want to do because it's not fair to him, but if he's gonna be destructive like that, we may actually have no choice. So it's been an interesting morning, to say the least. Well, I am here at the thrift store. I need to go in, see if they've put any electronics out. I highly doubt it. They're really slacking. They put some out Sunday, and this is Wednesday, and I kid you not, the area is bare right now. They're selling a lot of stuff, and they're not keeping up with it. So we'll see what happens, see if I find anything good, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Man, what a mess in that thrift store. They had somebody buying what had to be 100 books in front of me, and I had to stand in that line for about 15 minutes. But it was well worth it. I was really shocked at the few things I did find today, so let me share this with you. Probably the best find of the day were these three. 1, 2, and battery bang came out that, but 3 Xbox 360 controllers. I do have to clean one of them. One of them, the batteries exploded, but it wasn't too bad. It looks like it just recently happened, so I should be able to clean out the little holder back here. For those of you who don't know, the Xbox 360 controllers have like a little battery holder. This is where you put the 2 AA batteries, and then it actually, I think, gets its power from this little lead that's right here. But man, what a score. I got these for $2.98 each, if the camera will get that. And yeah, these sell online for about anywhere between $20 to $30 a pop if they're genuine. These are genuine Microsoft Xbox 360 controllers in very, very good condition. So that was definitely a score. And the one other thing I found, I picked up, brand new in box, this Better Homes and Gardens wax melt. This is the Better Homes and Gardens Mosaic Scented Wax Warmer is what they call it. Really nice style. I actually picked this up because, 1, it's brand new. 2, this used an element versus a light bulb, I believe. I have to double check on that, but I don't see this has the light bulb. This is similar to the old one I had, the Yankee Candle one. I like that better because it actually heats the wax better and diffuses the scent better out into the air. Another thing I like about this is it's not Christmas. Like the other one I got at Aldi is Frosty the Snowman. Well, I wasn't really thrilled about having to keep that out all year long, so this is going to replace the other one I have in my room at least until the holidays, when I'll probably switch it out again. But for $4.98, not a bad deal at all. So not a bad score at the thrift store today. I will check back later. They were just putting out some other electronic items. They put a card out with a bread maker, Kenwood receiver, and a 5-disc changer. I was tempted to get the receiver, but it was an older one, and they had it for $20, which I thought was right at the money, so it really wasn't worth it to me. It also, interestingly enough, had a original PS1 and a Sega Genesis, of all things, a second-gen Sega Genesis, so not the real slim one, but the smaller one. I would have picked up those, but they were in really bad shape, especially the first gen PlayStation. And it was a first gen because it had the RCA plugs on the back, which would have been nice, but it was really messy. It was all brown. Looked like it had been sitting in someone's barn or garage for a very long time. And when I opened it up, I saw that the inside was real dirty. I didn't fancy the chances of it actually working, even if I did want to spend the time to try to clean it up. So not a bad score today. I am going to check back a little bit later. Like I said, I think she said she's going to put out a few monitors and things, but that's not going to be until this afternoon. I'm getting hungry. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go to Burger King and get a little something to eat today, and I will talk to you guys when I get home. Well, I just got home a few minutes ago, and I decided to test the 3 Xbox 360 controllers that I found. I put fresh batteries in each. I had to clean the contacts on this one because the battery that they had in there had indeed exploded. Actually, both of them did, but luckily it had just happened. So I took some Goo Gone and I rubbed the contacts clean, and they came clean perfectly. And as you can see, they all appear to be working. Now, I have no way to test these because I don't actually own a 360. I was going to try to connect them to my computer, but all the information I find online says you actually have to have an Xbox 360 PC receiver for these to work. Even though they're technically Bluetooth, they won't work with just the regular built-in Bluetooth that's in the computer. So I'm going to give it a try anyway, see if I can find some other information out on it, because I'd really like to test these fully before I sell them. I'll show you this one real quick. This one had the battery pack that had kind of exploded, but as you can see, I cleaned it up. There's really no residue left at all. There was a little bit of battery acid that flaked right here, and that's pretty much, that came off really nicely. I mean, I was really surprised. And then there was some on the contacts here, but you can see that they cleaned off really nicely too. And like I said, if that ever happens to you, as long as it is a fairly recent spill, just get yourself some Goo Gone, put it on a little tissue, and just wipe the contacts clean. And it worked perfectly on here. And then Now you got something that you can use again, but always be forewarned. Whenever you have something that runs off batteries, you always want to make sure before you stop using it, you want to make sure you remove those batteries, because it's terrible to say battery acid is extremely corrosive and can cause severe damage to a device if left unchecked for a long period of time. Now, I am a little disappointed with this. I did take this apart, and it is indeed it is not an element. It's actually a light bulb like my other one, so that kind of stinks. But I figure we do an unboxing anyway. You can see here it's just some instructions. I'm not going to go over these because everybody's seen instructions for these kind of things probably 100 times. This is the little bowl that you put your wax cubes in that the light bulb melts. But the one plus is this is definitely brand new, because if you look in here, the bulb and everything is still inside of its plastic wrap here. Let's go ahead and pull that bulb out and see if I can even read how many watts it is. Let's see, we got a little something here. My thing does not want to focus. 120 volts, and it is 25 watts. I don't think my camera's going to focus on that, but it is 25 watts. And basically the way this works is you put the bulb in here, the bulb gets hot because it's just a regular incandescent light bulb, and it actually melts the wax in here, and then that wax diffuses into the air. Looks like I have something here. I was at Better Homes and Gardens, so let's see. As a thank you to your qualifying purchase of a single Better Homes and Gardens product purchased at Walmart. Wow, this actually came from Walmart for $20. Okay, so that was what the original price was. So I basically got this for 75% off the original price. Or more. Okay. Yeah, but I can almost guarantee you that this was $20 because I think I remember seeing these there. They give you a 1-year subscription to Better Homes and Gardens magazine. Huh. I wonder if I could still use this. I might go ahead and give this a try. I used to love reading Better Homes and Gardens years ago. You see a lot of really nice houses and things here. Qualifying purchases, $20. Yeah, but the problem is they're probably going to want to have some type of proof, but oh well. We'll look into that later. I'm going to go ahead and set this up because I want to get Wax Meld working again. But yeah, really good deal on these Xbox 360 controllers. I'm going to work on that, and I will talk to you guys a little later. Really pretty. Look at that, guys. The light actually shines through all of this mosaic tile. Then on top here is where you put the matte wax melds. I stuck 3 of them in. These are, just if you're interested, the Huntington Home Living, and these are the Spiced Wassail. I'm not even sure what that really is, but it actually kind of reminds me of, butterscotch. It actually kind of has a very sweet butterscotch smell to it. The only thing I can imagine is I'm going to have to shut this off before I go to bed because this throws off way too much light. But that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. I usually don't like to sleep with these on anyway because the smell actually hinders me when I sleep. Sometimes it makes my lungs fill up with fluid, which is never a good thing. But during the day, I like to have a nice scent in the room. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this. We'll have to see how well that light bulb does. It's getting warm, and I wouldn't say it's getting hot yet, so we'll give it about a half an hour or so, and we'll see if it indeed starts melting this wax. Here's hoping it works well. That is all I have for you today. I haven't really done too much other than what I've shown you guys. Hope you really enjoyed this vlog. Please remember to like and subscribe, and as always, have a blessed day, everybody.